moment of silence when you have that much hardware. But ladies, let it jingle. All right. Okay. Okay. I call this meeting of the Okaloosa County School Board for May 26, 2026 to order. All right, first on the agenda, I want to remind the audience that at 5:15 we must have a public hearing, which will, as close as I can, we'll stop at that, but we're going to try and get through as much as possible. Okay, so beginning, board members, starting at the approval of the agenda. So first is 2.1, changes to the agenda. So we have added committee and staff reports. 6.3, school start time compliance report. And on the consent agenda, we have deleted 7.19, the renewal of contract for RFP 25-01, school food service management operations. We've also deleted item 7.21, tag on bid purchase over 50,000 Williams Scotsman Inc. Okay.
I make a motion that we accept the agenda with the amendments.
Madam Chair, I would also like to pull 7.26 to discussion.
Okay. All right, so 7.26 is ESOL add-on endorsement program presented by Dr. Choice. You want to move that to discussion?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to add that into our approval here. So Mr. Bryant, having added that, will you still?
I'll amend my motion to accept
Okay,
that.
so you still with that? Okay, so motion? Second by, okay, motion by Mr. Bryant, second by Mr. Destin. All in favor of the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, thank you. So we're going to move on with that. Always the best part is recognizing our students, and here we are a couple of days away from that last day of school. We've recognized a lot of students this year, and we're excited to recognize some more tonight. We're going to start with 3.1, recognizing the Fort Walton Beach High School cheer team as the 2026 FHSAA 1A Game Day State Champions and 2026 America's Cheerleading Cup National Champions in both traditional and game day divisions. Mr. Chambers, tell us about these great ladies.
Thank you, Madam Chair and School Board. First of all, it's a blessing to have our cheer team here from Fort Walton Beach High School. And it seems like every year, more and more of our cheer teams, more and more of our dance teams are not only representing at the state level, now even at the national level. But I always feel like I would be remiss if I did not say to each and every one of you, and you guys already know this, but I feel like I need to say it anyway. When you went and competed for the state title, when you went and competed for the national title, that's not when it was won. It was won last summer. It was won 2 years ago when you were struggling. It was won when you were sweating, when you were upset, and when you had to come together. That's when it was won. And then it's the repetition. It's staying with each other. It's building as a team. It's chemistry. And that's when beautiful things occur. And then that's when championships are earned. And just want to say to you athletes, it's amazing at what you do. We joked once up here at this dais and said, I can remember back when I was in high school or when I was in middle school, and when you think about cheer during that time, at least where I was from, they didn't have anyone flipping through the air, doing those things that I can't even pronounce. It was a lot different. And now what you guys do is absolutely amazing. I'll never forget coaching, and I would say track team. I loved when I had the cheerleaders come out because they were going to be some of our best athletes. So I just want to say to you that I want to read something, and there's too many accolades in here not to read it because I won't get it all right, okay? But just want to congratulate the Fort Walton Beach High School cheer team, who was crowned the UCA Regional Champions, went on to capture first place in the 2A Game Day Division at the FHSAA State Championship, earning the program's first state title since 2014. Continuing their success on the national stage, the team won 2 national titles at the ACC Nationals in the extra small co-ed game day and advanced traditional divisions. They were then selected to compete for the overall grand champion title and rose to the occasion, earning the distinction of National Grand Champions. This achievement marks the program's first national championship win since 2013. And ladies, this is something that you'll never forget when you get all old like some of us are, and you'll be thinking back to your high school days. This is something that you'll always remember. So to each of you young ladies and young men, just want to say congratulations on not only a state title, but a national title as well. And I know our school board members are going to have some words, but I do also want to congratulate Coach Duvall, Coach Barnes, and Coach Pridgett for the work that you do. And I know the hours that you put in are a lot. So I just want to say thank you. And Principal Smith, you'll be speaking soon as well to our school board.
Okay.
I just want to tell you, and the parents that are here, I was a cheer dad, so I know the pain and the time that the parents have put in. But I know what you girls have gone through for many, many, many years and a few more. And you're true athletes, and good luck, and congratulations on your achievement.
When I say that I am beyond lucky and privileged to just happen to be elected and get to be your representative, it makes it easy, and I get to coast on y'all's coattails of your success. I get to say I'm the school board member that represents Fort Walton Beach High School, but I'm in your shadow. You guys are standing tall, and like the superintendent said, it wasn't won on the day that you won the title. It's the years of preparation. It's the toil. It's frankly success in all things. It's when preparation meets opportunity. That's what you guys did, and you knocked it out of the park. I couldn't be more proud to be your representative, and keep up the great work.
I want to thank you for not just representing yourself and your school, but our school district. It's important when you go off to these competitions, and you're from Okaloosa County. That means a lot, and you represent us so well. So I want to thank you and congratulate you.
And I would concur with Mr. Chambers there. It seems like since I've been on the school board for 10 years now, we see more and more of these cheerleading championships coming to Okaloosa County. So that's telling us that we are creating something special here, not just at Fort Walton, but across the entire school district. So that's pretty awesome. And I agree that y'all are tremendous athletes, and to do the things that y'all do is incredible. So I would just like to congratulate the Lady Vikings there on a great championship, and congratulations, and go Vikes.
And I'll just add congratulations, and this really is something that you'll never forget. So good job, congratulations.
Okay.
All right, Coach Duvall and Principal Smith, and the others may come as well, not the athletes yet, but you all might have a couple words.
Good evening, Mr. Chambers, school board members. I really appreciate you having us here tonight. We're very proud of these athletes. Not only are they incredible athletes, but they're incredible student athletes, and I'm very proud of them. Something very special about cheer is that not only do they do this, right, and compete, but they represent our school in ways that no one else does. They're at games, they're at football, basketball, they do all the pep rallies, they're in community events, they're at all the parades. The work that they do just to represent us and make us look good and to stand for all of our sports is so incredible. So for them to win in their own sport, it's just really exciting to celebrate them. This is Coach Duvall. I'm going to let her talk about them because she's the expert, but here you go, Coach Duvall.
Thank you for having us here. Like she said, and we're really excited to be here. I'm just also very thankful for the kids and the athletes. It has been an amazing year. They were an amazing group of kids. The dedication and heart they showed day in and day out from the second tryouts happened was something I have never seen in my many, many years. To win state and nationals was a blessing, and hard work is what made it happen. And I'm just so excited for them. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, sorry about that. Should have coordinated that a little bit better.
First up, we have Camille.
That's right, everybody else has to do it too.
Alexis. Stella Moak.
Sound of winning.
That's right.
Layla.
They're a humble bunch, this one.
Delicious.
Hudson. Harper. Danica. Callan. Mia. Holly. Sailor. Maddie. Zyla. Senior and captain Stella Swin. And then senior and captain Naija.
So, I get the honor of reading this one out, but Superintendent Marcus Chambers and the members of the School Board of Okaloosa County recognize and commend Fort Walton Beach High School cheer team for their achievement as 2026 Florida High School Athletic Association 1A Game Day State Champion and 2026 America's Cheerleading Cup Traditional and Game Day National Champions and National Grand Champions. The superintendent and the members of the school board further congratulate the following Fort Walton Beach cheer team members and coaches: Naija Burton, Stella Swint, Zyla Caines, Madison McLean Vilches, Sailor Parker, Hallie Sanders, Mia Gino, Kellen Ruiz, Danica Amari Daniel, Harper Lansing Bird, Hudson Lansing Bird, Layla McClanahan. I might have done that one. Stella Moak, Alexis Reineke, Camille Weeks, head coach Crystal Duvall, competition coach Courtney Barnes, assistant coach Ashley Pritchett, athletic director Holly McDaniel, and principal Lindsay Smith. Presented this 26th day of May 2026. Congratulations.
You guys know how to do it.
We're gonna have to like squat.
I got squat short.
And then squat over. And then do all in every two stand up. Perfect. Remember, you got the squat a little more for you.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bunch and then I'll move out of the way to let everybody else. Okay, everybody ready? Make sure you have your certificate up. Here we go. Keep smiling. One more. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, stay put.
Take more than 20 minutes.
All right, looking at the time, we need to go into our public hearing. Board members, if you'll go on down to section 15, we have two items. 15.1, public hearing for revision of school board policy 04-12, student technology and internet acceptable usage policy, presented by Mr. Spolsky, Assistant Superintendent, MIS and Community Relations, and recommended by the superintendent. Is there anyone from the public here to address item 15.1 this evening? Seeing none, I need a motion.
Second.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bryant, second by Mr. Heinley. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes 5-0. All right, to 15.2. Public hearing for textbook adoption, instructional materials for English language arts, presented by Ms. Tasha Bates, TSA, curriculum and instruction, recommended by the superintendent. Is there anyone in the public tonight to speak to the adoption of ELA textbooks? Seeing none, I need a motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Destin, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bryan. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Thank you. All right, we're going to go back into our regular session. And that puts us back on right, 2.2, right. Okay. 3.2, yep. All right, 3.2, this is a long-running program that we've had in our school district that's always great, the Children in Crisis Change for Children campaign, and I just want to take a moment personally to speak out. These two women who are here representing tonight, Ms. Kitty Johnson and Ms. Mary Jane Ross, are longtime former colleagues of mine that I actually had the pleasure of teaching with for many years, and it's exciting to see our former teachers out there still working for our children. They did that when they were in the classroom, and they are continuing to do that, and it's exciting to have them. So they are representing the Children in Crisis program tonight, along with members of the Board of Directors, Kevin Maloney, President and CEO, and Justin Swab, Development coordinator and grant writer, and they're here to tell us how their Change for Children happened this year and how it went. Y'all want to come on up and present?
First and foremost.
Push the button, yep.
First and foremost, whew, long time, I didn't do this in the classroom, you know. Thank you for having us again, and thank you for your incredible support of the Change for Children campaign in the Okaloosa County Schools. I'm Mary Jane Ross, and this is my cohort, Kitty Johnson, and we're also joined by another former teacher, Karen Sanders, who's in the back. And all of us are members of the Retired Teachers Chapter of Alpha Delta Kappa. And this is an honorary education group that actually sponsors the Change for Children campaign in the Okaloosa County Schools. All the different members go to the different schools and have contacts with them. So thank you to all of them. The Change for Children campaign, as Linda said, has been around for a while, and with the wonderful support of Okaloosa County, it was created more than 20 years ago, primarily to give Okaloosa County students an opportunity to raise funds for the abused, abandoned, and neglected children that are living in the Children in Crisis neighborhood. And another thing that we feel that is very important, not only are the children in the schools raising funds, but it also is an excellent way for the students to help other students, to be aware that there are students not as fortunate as they are. And it's just amazing what cute, fun things they do to find ways to raise funds. So, as you said, that joining us tonight is Kevin Maloney, our President and CEO of Children in Crisis, and Justin Swab, Development Manager, and he's our Chief School Change Counter. This man has counted more coins than you can even think exist. So they're going to tell you a little bit more about our children. Kevin or Justin?
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the Okaloosa County School District, its principals, administrators, its teachers, and most importantly, the children and families that participate in your institutions. What this means for our organization as a whole, it goes back to citizenship. And as Mary Jane just iterated, that it teaches children that there is something that they can do for less fortunate people that are struggling within our communities. And we talk about the next generation, as you see on the boards behind the superintendent here. That's what we're developing, is the next generation, a generation of people that will be caring and compassionate for those that are coming up behind them. The Children in Crisis Neighborhood, for if you don't know, it's an organization that runs foster care and adoption in Circuit 1. So we're from Escambia to Walton County. We're the only shelter in the region that takes in children that are abused, abandoned, neglected when the Department of Children and Families cannot find a suitable relative or non-relative for that child to be placed. We have 5 foster homes that can hold up to 5 children each, and our community is full right now. Our shelter is at capacity. Things are not great when you think about child welfare in the state of Florida. Over 17,000 children are in some form of out-of-home care in the state, and over 1,700 just here in our own circuit. So we do have a crisis, and Children in Crisis is answering that call to provide nurturing homes and loving and compassionate and a hope for their future. So the Change for Children campaign supports that in sustaining our operations. It also helps with the children that are behind academically and also in extracurricular activities. So the services that the state doesn't provide us with funding for, this Change for Children campaign assists with that. So thank you for all your work and all the support that you guys give us.
Excuse me.
And I'll be very brief. Again, thank you for supporting the kids that live on our campus in the Children's Neighborhood. As Kevin mentioned, these funds are critical to the children we serve. A lot of times we'll get a child in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they come to our campus with a Walmart bag and absolutely just a few items, not a lot of things, not a lot of supplies. So these funds are critical in the way of clothing, school supplies, necessities that our kids need on campus. We have a great relationship with Eglin Federal Credit Union. We're able to use their Coinstar machines, and they assist us with this campaign and have done so for a number of years. They always cringe when they see me coming in with the jugs, but they're very accommodating, and they support what we do with all 17 of our Okaloosa County schools that have participated in Change for Children this year. So again, thank you so much for supporting our kids, and I think we're going to go into our top schools this year.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for letting us be here. But this year, 17 Okaloosa County schools participated and raised over $13,000. All of these schools' contributions are tremendously appreciated, and they don't go unnoticed. But we're here tonight, this evening, to recognize the 4 top schools that were in fundraising this year. So the first category for tonight, we're going to give them a banner and a plaque that you'll see. A banner to hang in their schools so all the other children, or the children can see this is what we did. And so these are the schools. The first category is our community schools. And our community schools, we labeled them community schools because they are anything from pre-K to 2nd grade, from K to 12, and they just didn't quite fit in the high school, middle school, elementary category. So the top fundraiser in the community school category is once again Southside Primary School, with Principal Amy Bowles and school sponsor Haley Duke and Stephanie Hicks. Now, Mary Jane and I have the privilege of being their ADK contacts, and so we visit the school, and let me tell you, this is the sweetest school there could ever be. They have a little over 300 students in pre-K through 2nd grade, and they raised this year $1,404.50. With every year they do a fun color run. So Southside, you're great. I think this is about your 7th or 8th year to be in this category and to be the one that's the top fundraiser. So thank you very much. And in the middle, secondly, in the middle schools category, the top fundraiser this year is the STEM Academy. So would Principal Kimberly Highhill-Taylor come up, and their ADK sponsor, Karen Sanders, who is a retired teacher again, and she just stepped right in to help us. So the STEM school, well, the National Junior Honor Society at STEM Academy were the fundraisers in the school, and they raised $1,106.77. So we appreciate STEM and the Junior Honor Society. So thank you, Ms. Highhill, for being here. Okay, thirdly, the top fundraiser in the high school category is again Choctawhatchee High School. Would Principal Michelle Heck We got Michelle here. Okay, and I think this is your new, yeah, so Dee Dee, Link Crew, this is a new, and so we're expecting big things next year from you all. Sorry that Miss Watson, their sponsor is Dee Dee Watson at Choctawhatchee. Choctaw raised $1,857 this year. And a note, they have been the top high school fundraiser for the last 13 years.
Oh, way to go.
And now it's time for the big drum roll or the big phlegmatic, the top winners, the top, not winners, fundraisers. This is in the elementary category. And the top fundraiser, not only in the elementary category, but also, in all of Okaloosa District schools. And that elementary school is Plu Elementary. The school sponsor, Miss Katie Wallace, and she's got a picture of the principal that couldn't be here. And this is just some of her wonderful supporters that came to support them this evening. And now, like I say, it is drum roll time, but Plu Elementary raised $3,100.39. Thank you.
So as always, we want to thank all the schools that participated, for the school board that supports this. And as our motto is more or less, or not more or less, our motto is, your change will make a change in children's lives. Thank you.
That's awesome. Mr. Bryant, I have to tell you, the winning team, Miss Katie Wallace over there, former student of mine. Had to get it in.
Well, I'm just happy to hear the gentleman who was in charge of the change didn't have to hand count it, and I'm thankful that Eglin let you use the coin stars, so.
Get the hopper, okay. That's great. Thank you so much. That'll help those children so much. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. That's great. All right. So moving on to 3.3 and 3.4. It's hard for me to be impartial about these next two items. You don't have to be around me long to know I get excited talking about my Baker Gators. It doesn't even have to be that special at a board meeting for me to talk about the Baker Gators. I love them. And I always say the Gators, they always find a way to win. And I'm just, kind of like Mr. Destin said, I just get to hang in there and benefit from so much. But we have two gentlemen tonight who are state champions. And we're excited to recognize these gentlemen. I'm going to have Mr. Chambers, he's going to be reading some information, and then I believe we're just going to kind of get all the Gators in here and just gather up and get this to, I want to say that the first one, Mr. Sloan, we as a board actually have been kind of watching your progress, and I would announce how you were doing at some of the meetings and all that. And then Mr. Harmon, you snuck in there on us. That was exciting. So that was an exciting one to see too. So either way, we are so proud of both of you gentlemen for representing Baker School and Okaloosa County. So Mr. Chambers, you want to give them some of the facts about my Gators?
Thank you, Madam Chair. School Board, she does love her Baker Gators, okay? But we have two athletes before us, both winning state titles, one of which is Connor Harmon, the other, Will Sloan. And I want to talk about Connor first, okay? And you look at, you heard what we said earlier about the state champions, and the same thing applies to you all. And when you look at those who take part in track, extremely hard sport, but great reward. You look at those who take part in weightlifting, some of the most tough workouts that you could have. So to me, it's interesting that this pairing for Baker, track, weightlifting comes together, because both of them take extraordinary dedication, commitment. You got to be able to fail, keep going, and keep pushing. So just could not be more proud. And when you look at Connor, where are you, Connor? I'm getting to you right now, Connor. And then you look at the traditional discipline state champion. I have to admit, when I saw traditional discipline, I said, what is that? So there must be some different lifts involved there. But you look at being a state title, the 139-pound division. But this is what just absolutely stood out to me. A total of 505 pounds. Total of 505 pounds. I'm not doing anything with 505 pounds, I can tell you that right now. But to do that, again, it's not the day of the meet. It's not regionals. It's not districts. It's not all those things. It's all that hard work and effort before that. So in a second, you'll be coming forward, but I just want to say congratulations, because it doesn't happen to many people being a state champion. And then we go to Will Sloan, and you go on the track side of the house. Is that you right there, Will? Yes, sir. All right, buddy. And in the javelin, and you think about, did you ever play baseball? Yes, sir. Okay, I figured. And so you get those athletes who have the ability, again, work hard and pour everything into their sport. And if you didn't pour everything into it, I guarantee you would be sitting here right now, okay? But you listen to this. This is amazing. Mm-hmm. He recorded a winning throw of 204 feet and 9 inches. And as you know, there's several divisions in the FHSAA. He won all of them. And then where did he rank nationally? You want to tell us, Will?
I think it's 24.
I have 24 down right here, everybody. So 24th nationally. And that is a big deal. So I always ask people in this room, when we have the state title folks are in here, who in here has ever won a state title not named Mr. Meyer? All right, so yeah, we got your principal over there. As you look in this room, in essence, 2 hands go up. That should show you how remarkable this is. So just want to say congratulations.
And I know the coaches are here, Coach Kersey and Coach, is it Moore? Yes, I'm sorry. Yep, so also I was looking on here, these gentlemen, first of all, they're underclassmen. One's a sophomore, one's a junior, and they are definitely great students, have great averages and everything, and so they're just the real package. I want to thank the coaches. It takes a lot of time working with these students. Also want to say, as a point, this year, as people know, with the adding the turf fields, track has a little bit of adjustment to do to get to do that. So worked around it, but it just shows you can overcome some obstacles and still win. So thank you again for being the great Gators you are, but also for representing Okaloosa County. This is exciting that you represent us, so let's go honor them.
Every time he touched the javelin, he exceeded his previous one.
All right, Will, let's go. Sonic.
Martell, coaches, come on up.
Come on up, guys. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you. Thomas, congratulations. So very proud of you. Congratulations.
way. Yes. Keep going. Board members, yeah. Right there. Back row, make sure you're in between somebody. I know, why don't you? Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Perfect, right there. Okay. All right, I'll take a couple, then I'll get out of your way. You both want to take some? Here we go. Just keep smiling. Okay, everybody stay put.
And as always,
go Gators!
All right, so great recognizing students, but now we have an appointment. It's exciting. So 4.1, the appointment of Assistant Principal 2 for Lewis School, recommended by the Superintendent. Mr. Chambers?
Thank you, Madam Chair, School Board. I bring before you Mr. Craig Kinsley. Mr. Kinsley, current Dean at Lewis School, brings 28 years of distinguished educational experience to our school district, including 17 years of successful administrative leadership as an assistant principal at one high school and 2 middle schools, as well as 2 years serving as a middle school principal in the school district of Indian River County. He earned his bachelor's degree in elementary education from Florida Atlantic University and a master's degree in educational leadership from Nova Southeastern University. Mr. Kinsley was honored as an assistant principal of the year in 2021 in the 22 school year in Indian River County in recognition of his outstanding leadership and dedication to students, staff, and school communities. Following the 23-24 school year, Mr. Kinsley relocated to Northwest Florida with his wife as she pursued her role as the executive director of the Panhandle Animal Welfare Society, known as PAWS. Mr. Kinsley initially served as a 5th grade teacher for Flor Rosa before becoming the dean at Lewis School. Mr. Kinsley.
Okay, that's great. All right, so board members, I need a motion.
So moved.
Okay, motion by Mr. Heinley, a second? Second by Mr. Bryant, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, congratulations. Let's see if we have any comments. Anybody would like to make a comment?
Well, I met him, wanted to do a tour at Lewis, and all his compadres there really like him and appreciate that he is there doing the tough job, or was a tough job, it was as a dean, and they really like their deans, you know. But, and I know that Lewis is, you know, some really tough situations there, and I appreciate everything you do, and good luck on your new position.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll just comment that coming from Indian River, I know that's an outstanding school district. I got several friends that are on the school board there. I know your superintendent is just an awesome superintendent, but we're fortunate that y'all made the trek up to the Panhandle because you're now working inside what I consider the best school district. So congratulations on your promotion. You'll be working with Dr. Chapman, who is an awesome leader. So congratulations.
Okay, all right. All right, so, sorry, we voted, right? Yeah, but haven't come forward, yes. I'm sorry, lost track.
Thank you. I would first like to thank Superintendent Chambers for recommending me for this position. I appreciate you having the confidence in me to recommend me for this role. And I would like to thank the school board members for approving me. Thank you, for this position. I am truly honored and grateful for this opportunity. I would also like to thank Dr. Chapman for giving me the opportunity to serve as assistant principal at Lewis School. Over the past year, I've had the privilege of getting to know this incredible staff and faculty there. and I'm excited to continue working alongside such dedicated and talented team. I look forward to all that we will accomplish together and the great things ahead for our students and school community. Lastly, I would like to thank my wonderful wife. Even with the demands of leading her own organization, she continues to support and encourage me every step of the way. Thank you for always being by my side and bringing out the best in me. And thank you again, Superintendent Chambers, the school board, and Dr. Chapman for your trust and confidence in me. I'm excited for this next chapter at the Lewis School. Thank you.
Oh, that's your school.
Yeah.
Thank
Everybody just kind of squeeze in a little bit tighter, and then just make sure you're in the middle right here. Yeah, do you mind? Right there, perfect. Awesome, and then, yeah. I know, she won't get caught. Y'all. Height down. Perfect, and then slide in a little bit. Okay, let's see. Okay, board members, did you want to stand, or are we good? Okay, everybody just keep smiling. Just a couple. One more. Got it. Thank you.
All right.
I want to take over for a moment. Or would you like to go to recess? Okay.
Was there a coup while I was gone?
Okay. Just practicing. Item 5. Okay. All right. Let's see. I don't even really need this. Okay, guys, let's just carry on with our meeting. I know that we have gotten through the agenda portion with administrative appointments. We have 5.1, public comment, agenda items, blue card only. Ms. McGowan, do we have any blue cards? Okay. Seeing none, we will move over to 6.1, which committee and staff reports, in-county paid travel, paid for April 2026, that's workshop only. 6.2, out-of-county travel, paid for April 2026, presented by Julie Perry. 6.3, school start compliance report, presented by Grant Meyer, superintendent, operational services discussion. Mr. McGinnis, do we need a motion on that one? Item 7, all right, consent agenda. I think I'm getting the hang of this again. All right, 7.1, approval of the consent agenda. I believe we have had 7.26 pulled. Is that accurate?
Pulled to discussion.
Okay, then I need a motion that will adopt the consent agenda with the exception of 7.26.
motion.
All right, we have a motion
With the changes.
with the changes.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Bryant, seconded by Mr. White. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, that motion passes 4-0. So, moving on down to 7.26. Give me just a moment.
Mr. Tessa will take that up under the discussion part of the agenda.
Fair enough, okay. Okay, we're gonna move through human resources now. We're gonna do 8.1, that was information only, that was employees on administrative leave. 8.2, information only deferred retirement option program presented by Lindsay Maxey. 8.3, employment separations presented by Lindsay Maxey. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. Bryant. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Heinley. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, no nays, 4-0. 8.4, personnel recommendations presented by Lindsay Maxey, Assistant Superintendent, Human Resources, recommended by the Superintendent for approval. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Heinley,
Second.
second. And do we have any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Seeing none, that passes 4-0. 8.5, employee transfers presented by Lindsay Maxey, Assistant Superintendent, Human Resources, and recommended by the Superintendent for approval. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All right, we have a motion by Mr. Heinley, second by Mr. Bryant. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, that motion passes 4-0. 8.6, employee suspension presented by Lindsay Maxey, Assistant Superintendent, Human Resources, and recommended by the Superintendent for approval. May I have a motion?
So moved.
We have a motion by Mr. Bryant. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. White. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, that one passes 4-0. 8.7, leave without pay, presented by Lindsay Maxey, Assistant Superintendent, Human Resources, recommended by the Superintendent for approval. May I have a motion?
So moved.
All right, motion by Mr. Heinley,
Second.
second by Mr. Bryant. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, all opposed? That passes 4-0. All right, number 9, discussion agenda. So that is 7.26. I know Board Member Heinley pulled that one, so Mr. Heinley, if you'd like to start us in the discussion, let's do it.
Well, we discussed it a lot this morning, and I think everyone knows where I stand, but I just want to brief. ESOL is a state mandated for us to follow, and there's 243 languages identified in the state of Florida, 402 out-of-field teachers. It's a 5-year program to do it, required by the state. I call that an unfunded mandate. I don't like them, and I'm principled against it, and that's what I wanted to discuss. And I understand that we need to follow the state guidelines, but sometimes a principle stand needs to be made. That's all I have.
Do we have a motion? Did you want to go with the proposed motion, or do you have a substitute amendment, or would you have something you prefer?
Well, I do not.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion that we approve that item.
Okay, I have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion from Mr. Bryant, and Dr. White has the second. Do we have any further discussion?
I do, and I would just like to say to Mr. Heinley, I appreciate your stance on this, and I truly do. And I understand it's the principal part of it, but again, it is the law, state statute. We have to, go through with this. It would be nice if the people who are making the laws would look at how they can revisit some of these unfunded mandates that they put on teachers. So, but I do appreciate your willingness to stand on principle, but I would have to vote in favor because it is the statute and this is the direction we're going to have to go. So.
And Mr. Heinley, I certainly concur. I've had the same issue with this for a long time, even in my professional career when I saw what was occurring. I do think, again, I mentioned this morning, Mr. McInnes might can provide some clarity on ESOL at a later time. I think it's the consequence of, in effect, a court mandate, because I believe that it was the consequence of some litigation and there was a consent decree where the state of Florida agreed to go along with the program in lieu of, I guess they were concerned about having to pay a lot of money. in some kind of judgment. So that's why we have it, and I just said that for a little clarity, assuming that it's accurate, so that the legislature doesn't get the full blame for this. But perhaps they might be the ones that could cure it. I'm not sure about that. But thank you for bringing it up.
Dr. White, appreciate your comments. Do we have any further discussion from the board? Okay, seeing none, let's call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Okay, that motion passes 3-1. All right, let me pull the agenda down, which I believe we are now moving over into Section 10, Construction Program and Owners Representatives Business. 10.1, the program status report by the board's representative to the construction program. Mr. Heinley, I believe you did that last meeting.
I did.
So we will await that report at the at our following meeting. Moving to 10.2, program number 6, task order number 23, time and materials, high school auditorium upgrades, presented by Dustin Keith, program director of facilities planning, and recommended by the superintendent for approval. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Heinley. Second. Second by Mr. Bryant. Do we have any discussion?
Just a comment. I see former principal Mr. Morello is in the audience tonight, and I know you're smiling because this is long overdue for Niceville High School, so yes.
Any further discussion from the board? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, that one passes 4-0. Moving on to 10.3.
I just want to say I'm glad the new principal got this done.
All right. 10.3, program number 6, task order number 12, scope modification number 9, GMP Niceville High School cafeteria renovation sales tax project, presented by Dustin Keith, program director of facilities and planning, and recommended by the superintendent for approval. Board members, may I have a motion? Move it. All right, Dr. White, second. Motion, second by Mr. Bryant. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll move the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, that one passes 4-0.
Mr. Destin, I do have to apologize because I was ahead on my numbers here, but I did want to comment. Did you notice the curtains were on there for Niceville?
I did. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
So Mr. Mr. Heinley had made a statement at the last Footloose program that they had there that him and I were committed to getting the curtains there. So that was quick.
Yeah, it was found money. But I think those are original curtains, aren't they?
Yeah,
That's
award.
long overdue.
The old play curtains. Okay. 10.4, program number 6, task order number 39, modification number 4, GMP Crestview High School, parking paving project phase 3, presented by Dustin Keith, program director of facilities planning, and recommended by the superintendent for approval. Board, may I have a motion?
I will happily make that motion.
All right, we've got a motion from Mr. Bryant. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Dr. White. Any discussion?
I cannot wait to see phase 3 done. So it's going to be awesome. So for those that experience Crestview High School parking, this is the culmination of it all. It'd be great to not have a bombing range out there anymore. So.
Seeing no further discussion, I will call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right. That one passes 4-0. All right. Number 11, which is going to be the attorney's business. Mr. McGinnis.
No report this evening.
Thank you, sir. Number 12, superintendent's business. 12.1, out-of-state trips, and then 12.2 is correspondence. Superintendent, you got anything?
We provided information this morning, as well as information regarding Reimagine Okaloosa as pertains to elementary, but nothing further tonight.
Thank you, Superintendent. All right. 13, board members' announcements, requests for information. Mr. Heinley, I'll start with you.
No further report.
Okay. I'm going to hold my comments until the next meeting because nothing seriously burning. You're next. Moving on down the line.
I do want to say to Dr. Small, she did a great job presenting today, and I know I called her after the meeting to personally thank her, but I want for the record to know that she did an amazing job, and her excitement and her enthusiasm, I know that's going to go down to everybody who's going to be involved in this. So really excited about it. I know I ran into Mr. Morello in the hallway afterwards, and I was telling him, you remember back in the day when they had ropes hanging from the ceiling and you had to climb all the way up there and then slide all the way down and all that? I'm not saying we're going to have that, but it's good to get back. It's good to get back to old time, what we grew up doing, and that's hardcore physical education out there. So, but Dr. Small, you did a fantastic job out there this morning.
Okay. Dr. White, anything to add?
No comment this evening.
Okay. 14.1, public comment, general comments. Ms. McGowan, do we have any yellow cards tonight? Okay. We've already done our public hearings in section 15. That brings us to adjournment. So do we have any other further comments from the general public? Our friends in the union? Okay. Seeing none? Last opportunity? Okay. We're adjourned.